Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the mind of one of the greatest innovators of all time, Steve Jobs. Now, when you hear his name, you probably think of things like the iPhone, the MacBook, the iPad. But here's the thing about Steve Jobs. He didn't just create products, he created the future. While everyone else was trying to improve what already existed, Jobs was thinking, what's going to blow people's minds 5 years from now? He wasn't interested in just giving people what they asked for, because he understood something most people don't. People don't always know what they want until you show it to them. And that's where this powerful quote comes in. You can't just ask the customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. Steve Jobs didn't play catch-up. He played ahead. And in this video, we're going to break down exactly why that mindset works, how it changed the world, and how you can use the same thinking to stay ahead in your own life. So if you're tired of feeling like you're always one step behind, stick around. Let's get into it. What does this quote really mean? At first, it might sound strange, right? Isn't listening to customers supposed to be a good thing? Sure it is, but here's what Jobs is really saying. If all you ever do is give people what they already want today, you're too late. Why? Because people's wants are always changing. Trends move fast. Technology moves faster. And by the time you finish building what they wanted, they've already moved on to wanting something else. So instead of just following people's requests, Steve Jobs focused on anticipating their needs, even the ones they didn't know they had yet. It's about leading, not following. It's about innovation, not imitation. Let me give you a couple of clear examples of how this shows up in real life. Example 1. The phone everyone thought they wanted. Back in the early 2000s, people loved their flip phones and Blackberries. That was the peak of technology. If you had asked customers back then, what do you want in a better phone? They probably would have said, a keyboard with bigger buttons, a longer-lasting battery, maybe a better camera. But Steve Jobs didn't listen to that. Instead, he thought, what if the whole phone was just one giant touchscreen? What if it could fit a music player, a web browser, a camera, and a phone all into one sleek device? Nobody was asking for that. But when he revealed the first iPhone in 2007, the world lost its mind. Why? Because he didn't give people what they thought they wanted. He gave them what they didn't even know was possible. And now look around. Touchscreen smartphones are everywhere. That's what this quote is all about. Example 2. Staying stuck versus staying ahead. Let's say you're starting a small business making clothes. If all you ever do is look at what's trending right now and try to copy it, by the time you design it, manufacture it, and sell it, guess what? The trend is over. Customers have already moved on to the next big thing. But if you want to stand out, you have to think ahead. Maybe you notice people starting to care more about sustainable fashion, or personalized styles, or smart clothing with tech built in. Instead of copying what's working today, you focus on what people will want tomorrow. That's how brands go from average to unforgettable. Think about it. If you only do what people are already doing, you'll never be first. If you only give people what they already have, you'll never surprise them. But if you take the risk to think bigger, if you create something bold and different, that's when people say, wow, I didn't even know I needed this, but now I can't live without it. That's the Steve Jobs mindset, and it works in more than just business. All right, so how do we use this in real life? Here are 5 ways to start thinking like an innovator instead of a follower. 1. Stop waiting for people to tell you what to do. Don't wait for someone to give you permission. Don't wait for customers, friends, or coworkers to spell it out. Look around, spot the problems, find the gaps, and ask yourself, what would completely change the game here? 2. Think one step ahead. Instead of asking, what do people want today? Start asking, what are people going to want next year? This works in business, relationships, your career, everything. Stay ahead of the curve. 3. Take smart risks. Innovation requires courage. Steve Jobs took risks that could have totally flopped, but he believed in his vision. So when you have a crazy idea that excites you, go for it. Test it. See what happens. Surprise people. Give people more than they expect. Delight them. Shock them in a good way. That's how you build fans, not just customers. 5. Never stop innovating. Even when you think you've made it, don't get comfortable. Keep improving. Keep creating. Keep dreaming. Because what worked yesterday won't work tomorrow. So what's the final takeaway? At the end of the day, Steve Jobs showed us that true success doesn't come from copying. It comes from creating. From thinking so far ahead that by the time people realize they wanted something, you've already built it. So whether you're building a business, creating art, or just trying to stand out in your everyday life, don't just ask people what they want. Show them what's possible. Because in a world full of followers, be the one who leads. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one area of your life where you're ready to stop following and start leading? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your ideas. And if this video helped you out, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little push to think bigger. Thanks for watching, and remember, innovators change the world. See you in the next video.